What's the difference between CAPITOL and CAPITAL? They both sound alike, but there is a big difference between those two words. Capital with an OL simply means the actual building where legislatures will enact and pass laws, whether that be in a particular state or if it's like Washington, D.C. If you go into the Capitol building, that is CAPITOL. Now, how can you remember that? Well, most Capitol buildings throughout the United States have a big dome, a half O, at the top of their roofs in those buildings. And so when you are thinking of the Capitol building, think of a half dome, a half O. That is how you are to remember the building that you enter for legislative offices and enactments, CAPITOL. Now, the other capital, CAPITAL, is easy. It's every other use of capital in the English language other than the actual legislature building. Every other way of using capital will be CAPITAL. For example, capital letters, or the capital city. Washington, D.C. is a capital city, or Sacramento is the capital city in California. Capital punishment, which means execution. Capital also refers to an amount of money, the capital that you accumulate in a business so that you have to pay on capital gains, for example, that's CAPITAL. Or it could also mean the most important or the most serious or the most influential part of something. For example, murder is capital punishment, or global warming is one of the capital reasons for gas emission control throughout the United States. So that's pretty easy to tell the difference. Now let's take a look at 5 quick sentences and see if you can tell the difference between using CAPITAL or CAPITOL. The Disney company isn't going broke. It has billions of dollars in, is that CAPITAL or CIPITOL? CAPITAL is the answer. It just means financial accumulation. Next sentence. The spelling of Disney World both starts with capital letters. The answer is CAPITAL, capital letters. Next sentence. Sam built a model of our state capitol building. CAPITAL or CAPITOL? Well, in this case, it's CAPITOL because you're talking about a model of the actual building. O for the dome at the top, OL. Next sentence. Finding and prosecuting the graffiti artist who defaced our church is of capital importance to the parishioners. CAPITAL or CAPITOL? The answer is CAPITAL. It's the most important consideration, AL. And the last sentence. In the capital city of the U.S., Washington, D.C. also houses our Capitol building, where we have our laws enacted and made. Well, in the first capital, in the capital city, it's CAPITAL because we're not talking about the building, we're talking about the city. And it also houses our Capitol building, that's CAPITOL, because it's the actual building. Isn't that easy? So in summary, remember, CAPITOL is the actual building upon where legislatures will enact and pass laws, and it's the actual building, O for the dome on the top of that building. All other capitals, CAPITAL, will be spelled as CAPITAL. All of them, no exception. And it's just that simple. So thanks again for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.